Again, friends and family, it's Angela, the Angela Plumber here. Today I'm doing weave caps, wigs, or making wigs, basically, calling weave cap. Um, Let me show you one that I've made previously. This one, cotton style, wrap it, and so this one, you know, I don't know. A lot of the time I don't talk about the fact that I am a hairdresser, media makeup, and all that I do prior to my illness. But anyway, let me say first of all, welcome to my channel, all of you who have been following me. I know that a lot of times I don't introduce myself, I just get right into the video. But those who are watching me, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Thank you so much for following me. I'm not even up to 100K yet, so I'm hoping to God I'll get to 100 followers. I am patient. I've started from nothing to now maybe 79 followers, so nothing happens, in a minute. It takes time. I've been giving you little bits and pieces of my journey through chemotherapy since 2020, 21. Before that, I was also talking about my thyroid. I had an operation on that. This is the scar that I've got here. So there's been a lot of things happen to me since 2021 or 2020. I moved from one place where I was living to another, downsized my home to a 2-bedroom rather than a 3-bedroom house. All my children had grown, so I thought it's no point I'm keeping a big house that I'm not using most of the time. And also I wanted to be closer to my job because I wasn't well and I was driving all the way. It took me so long to get to work each morning, so I decided to move closer to work. And I found it took me about 5 years to actually find the premises that I've got now, a 2-bedroom. And I'm quite happy with it, basically. It's got all the needs. It fulfilled all the needs that I wanted. As you get older, you feel as if that it's best to, to minimize things, like scaling down, getting ready for pension age. And as soon as I did that, was it 2016? Yeah, I moved to this new address. Straight after that, I became ill with, I had thyroid and I had a gouter growing in my throat. So they operated on me, and this is the scar from it. I don't know if many of you know what that is when your thyroid is not working properly, and also I developed a gouter in my throat, so I don't even know if I'm saying it right, gouter. I'm Jamaican, so some things I say may come out very Jamaican. I'm still a Jamaican at heart, and sometimes it does come out. I'm proud of my Jamaican heritage and also my forefathers' African heritage as well. And as you know, I've been giving you bits and pieces, as I said before, about my plans. And sometimes, plans don't work out as you wish it would. So since 2016, it's just not been fantastic. But, I am a Christian and I really do believe in faith and prayer. And that's all I've done all these few years, put my trust in God. Our plans never work out. Only God knows what tomorrow will bring. I didn't know what tomorrow brings, but I now got to find out since 2016, one thing after the other. Before that, I was very depressed. Then I found out that I had a thyroid problem and my throat was always affecting me. Then I found out I had a gouter growing in my throat, so that was operated on. I am now, what is it called? Thyroxine tablets I take every day as well. Then straight after the operation, not long after that, I had problem with my eyes. So I had 2 eye operation. It was I was lucky it was only cataract. So they removed both of them. I need glasses just to read distant, not distant, but nearsighted. So my glasses basically is just for reading. But other than that, I don't need glasses because my visual distance is okay. But right now, as you know, I've been putting plans together since 16 that I've said. It never worked out. So that's why I said only God knows what tomorrow bring. I became very ill, had 2 operations, plus the thyroid operation, plus cancer operation. My cancer actually had spread in my thyroid, under my, not my thyroid, in my, on the, what is it called again? I can't remember, but when I do, I'll let you know. This is what happened to me sometimes. I'm talking and exactly what I want to say, I can't remember, because the effect of a lot of the medication I'm on tend to do give me, I didn't have a good memory in the beginning. Now it's worse. I'm talking and sometimes out of, like what just happened, I can't remember. Yeah, levothyroxine I'm taking for my thyroid gland, and that's for the rest of my life. My lymph gland, that's it. My lymph gland, your lymph gland helps you to regulate all your body's sweating and all those things. So my cancer had, apart from being in my breast, it had actually traveled into my lymph node that is under my arm. So they had to remove about 3 lymph nodes. So because of this now, I've got lymphoma in my arm. So there's each day it's very tight and I get really painful tightness and it's so uncomfortable that I can't even sleep at night. Let me take a breath. Okay, so all what I've just said has been going on for the last 3 years, not 3 years, 7 years. What am I talking about? Because I moved here in 2016 and I think I had about 6 months or a year before everything started happening. And since 2016, it's just been 1, 2, 3, 4 things after another. It's just everything. But if you watch my videos, you'll realize that I am a very upbeat person. I believe in prayer, I believe in faith, and that's what I had used to actually bring myself to this stage now. I went to Ghana after my last infusion. That was this infusion that I had chemotherapy for the cancer. I had an operation as well, as I said before. Then I had radiotherapy. Now we are in 2024, moving on. So I'm planning now. I will never give up, as I said before. So I'm planning to go to Ghana in September this year, 2024. And as I said before in some of my videos, if you watch them, go back and watch them. I said nothing will stop me. I'm still being positive as much as I can be, with faith and hope, because nobody knows what will happen tomorrow. But I am still living for the day when I will be in Ghana. I want you to follow me, because when I get to Ghana this time, the land that I've got in Ghana, I will be trying to put a fence around it, get a borehole done. And if God permits, while I'm there, to start building maybe just a 1-bedroom that I can stay in when I do go on the land, so that I am there when I'm getting other things done. But the main thing I'm going for is a new borehole and a fence around the land. As you can hear my voice, because of the thyroid problem I have, it's always become very hoarse. And at times it's so husky that I don't even recognize my own voice. So that's basically what I'm going to Ghana for. I've booked into a hotel. It's got gym, it's got sauna, no, not sauna, hot tub. It's also got swimming pool, so I can continue my swim, because I start learning to swim since last year. Now I can swim. I had always been afraid of water because when I was about in Jamaica, I grew up in Jamaica until I was about 10 and a half. I came to my mom. Prior to that, I was in Jamaica, and the age of 6 or 7, I nearly drowned. Since that time, I'd really been afraid of water. But I've always promised myself that one day I am going to overcome that fear. And thank God, that's one thing off my bucket list. I now can swim. I can do the breaststroke, I can do the backstroke, front stroke, I can dive, I can swim, basically, I can swim. So I thank God I've done that. Never give up, You must never give up what you want and hope to do. Don't matter what happened to you, keep that in your mind and it will carry you through. Determination will carry you through. And that's how I got this far. Today, I'm just letting you know that life never rolled out the way you planned, but just go with the flow and still keep it in mind, whatever it is you want to do. Because once there's life, they said there's hope. And this is what has kept me going. My family, my friends. Oh, it's been hard, but something, you have to just keep going and hoping and praying. And that's what I'm doing. Please listen to this and watch me in September. I would love you to follow me when I'm traveling to Ghana. I'll put some more footage of how and why and how I'm traveling and all the things I'm doing, I hope, with God's help. So tune in to me again on my next video. I don't want this to be too long because, I'm a talker. I can talk till heaven comes home and go again and come back. I can talk. I call myself a conversationist because I can talk. I love to talk. Some people don't like talking. Conversation to me is important. So if you want to hear, the last video I put on was a little background of what age, aging, the aging process. I've gone through the aging process. I'm now coming up in my late 60s. A lot of people say I don't look it, but by God, as I said in my last video, I feel it. And I've gone through all the things that you can go through as you get older. Because when I was younger, I never even thought of these things that had happened to me recently. I was born with sickle cell anemia, thalassemia trait. So I've always had a little bit of problem with my hemoglobin, and I've always had to take iron and look after myself. But I've always gone to the gym. I've always tried to keep fit. I've always tried to eat healthy. No matter as much as you try, it doesn't mean that things won't happen to your body. So I've done all the things while I was younger, coming up, and it does not mean that you can't still have things happen to you. And unfortunately, I'm not that fortunate that because I've had a fairly healthy lifestyle, these things still happen. So all I can say to you is try to look after yourself when you're young, because although the things that had happened to me, maybe worse would have happened if I had not been a person that look after myself. I make my green juice every day, drink, I take my iron, my proteins, go do my walks, I go to the gym, I do the saunas, there's nothing I haven't done coming up to this age. So perhaps it would be worse if I hadn't done none of those things. So I just thank God for everything that life has given me, whether it be good or bad, because it actually made me to be the person that I am. I believe I'm a very strong person, personality-wise, body-wise, and all that. I've come through a lot, but I am a person, I never really dwell on all the things that has happened to me. I just take the punches each day and move on, So there's going to be a lot more update, and I'm going to be letting you know me as a person, because all I've been talking about maybe is just what's been happening to me through the chemo and all the other things. But from now on, you'll get to know me as a person. So please subscribe and like and share and just send me a message. It does. Listen, I want to hear whether it's negative or positive. Let me hear. I don't mind, because when you're in the media, you know, people will say good and they'll say bad, and I think I can learn from whether it's be good comment or good or bad. I want to hear, because you can't be expecting to hear good comment all the time. You must also take the bad, because it will help me to grow and help me to see where I am not seeing to change. So please don't be afraid to criticize, positive, negative comment. I don't mind. I honestly don't mind, because I realized since being alive, some of the negative that I've heard about myself have also helped me to be a better person. So please, I want to hear whatever it is you have to say. So send me a message, help me to grow my channel, share with others, and I'll come back to you. There's a bell that you need to touch, because when you do touch that bell, any new information or videos that I put, you'll get a alert on your phone. So let me go now and come back to you next. God bless. Have a lovely day. We are in summer now, and well, kind of a summer, but it's a nice day today. God bless you. Look after yourself. Come back to you. Off and out.